Today's introductory video on Excel. So today we are going to see about what is workbook, then what is a sheet, what are the columns and rows, what is the cell, what is on the cell, and versus what is in the cell. And one more point we are covering, that is an active cell. So first let's talk about what is a workbook. Workbook is like a digital binder that holds your spreadsheet. This is an entire file. To understand this, we can take an example of a file. We, we all have a file where we put our documents. So that file is a workbook, and the document we put in that file are the sheets. So this is about workbook and a sheet. We can create multiple sheets in a workbook. So this file means this workbook and contains more than one or two sheets. We can create sheets as we want. We can also rename it by clicking twice. As you can see, let's say sheet, just type here intro. So you can rename it by double clicking on it. Now let's talk about the columns. So this part you see that these are the building block of the Excel: columns, rows, and cell. So let's first talk about the columns. Columns runs vertically in Excel and labeled with the letters A, B, C, and so on. As you can see here are labeled as A, B, C, and so on. As you can see now, next are the what are the rows. Rows run horizontally and are labeled as 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Rows are used to organize data into horizontal section. As you can see here, numbering given to the rows. Now let's talk about the cell. Cell is a combination of a column and a rows. We can't say it combination, we can say it that like a intersection of column C and row 5. We will call it as C5. So C5 is our cell. So we will call it as a cell. Now this this is a basic about the Excel. Now let's talk about the what is on the cell versus what is in the cell. When let's let's see, when I click in this 6 number, this is an on the cell, and when I double click on it, it's get activated. So this is now in the cell. In simple way, we can say that when we refer to something being on the cell, we mean that for formatting, borders, or any visual elements applied directly to the without affecting the data inside the cell. That is called on the cell. And in the cell, we can say that we are referring to the actual data or content within the cell. This is a where we input our data or numbers or formulas. So this is on the cell, and when I double click on it, this is in the cell. You can put anything, number, formulas, and many more things in the cell. Okay, and then what is a active cell? Active cell is a cell where I double click and I can edit the data within that cell. This is an active cell. Okay. Now let's talk about the next function, autofill. Autofill is the most powerful function in Excel. Let's take an example. If we want to get series from 1 to 20 numbers, what we can do, we can type it manually 1, 2, 3, like this. But we can make a series from 1 to 100 or 1 to as far as we want. We have to just do two things. First, we want to type first two letters of that series, as you can see 1 and 2, and select both 1 and 2, and the small dot you can see at the corner, you have to drag it down just like this, and as you can see you got the series of that numbers. You can do, in other hand, if you want to type same number, you can do one thing. Just click a number and drag it down. You can see that the same number gets copied. So you have to keep in mind that when you want a series, you have to select two columns, then drag it down, then it will give you the series. Okay, so this is all about today. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to give in thumbs up and subscribe for more Excel tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.